Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Greetings everybody guys, today we'll take a look at the dollar index. So here we're coming to important moment. Actually on the euro currency we have approximately the same picture. I will show you. Here we have XOP target with this ABC top pattern. It's also at 127 extension of the butterfly that's forming here. So recall, this is our long-term journey. First we thought that maybe it will be ABCD. But when market has failed to turn up, this will be clear. This was clear that probably ABCD, triple two buy will fail, and as usual, it could turn to the butterfly. The first target that we will be watching for stands at 89.60 area. This is 127 extension of the butterfly. That also coincides with the XOP target of the inner ABCD pattern. On the euro currency, we also have the same ABCD pattern to the upside. And on the euro currency, market hasn't quite reached also this XOP from the this is butterfly extension. It stands a bit closer. This XOP target on the euro currency, right? So it stands somewhere around 2370, 2375. So here. And today, as you understand, that the action mostly will be driven by European Central Bank meeting. Also, today we are waiting for a Bank of Japan results, but it will be not as important for us because we are currently discussing the euro currency, not the Japanese yen. So we will be watching mostly for the European Central Bank. You know that it's not a secret that recently, a couple of months probably, the major driving factors for the euro, for the other currencies, European currencies, is the anticipation of the market that the policy of other central banks also should change in a positive direction. So they need to become more hawkish, especially in the European Central Bank. And the recent rally on the euro currency is mostly driven by this expectation, by this anticipation of these steps. That's why market will be very sensitive to any moments in the Draghi speech that could confirm or give some hint on a possible more hawkish behavior from the European Central Bank. Maybe they will reduce a bit the bond purchasing. Maybe they will decrease the sale of the purchasing, monthly sale. So any steps. That is what market really is waiting for. Correspondingly, if Draghi will say nothing of that sort, that will be a bit disappointed for the market and indeed could trigger retracement. Now we need to combine this sentiment analysis with the technical picture that we have. So what we have here, market stands very close to the strong support area. It means that here is not the moment for taking the long position on the dollar index or taking the short position on the euro currency, because the target still stands ahead. Somehow, market should reach this target, because any other action, retracement or something of that sort, hardly will start until we have uncompleted, untouched point here. It means that this could be reached by different scenarios. Either market will gradually creep down and touch this level, and correspondingly on Thursday, Draghi should say nothing positive for investors, so no hawkish signs or something of that sort. In this case, indeed, this bounce could start. So some strength to the dollar should return, and market could show the bounce up from this area. Rator today puts the rammer on this subject, and Rator's news tells that some closer person to the European Central Bank is given the information that Draghi will say nothing. So you could read this article in our text version of our update. And Reuters tells that probably nothing will be said by the Draghi about some hawkish steps. If this really will be true, this indeed, market could somehow reach this level first. Maybe on some volatility, on expectations, market will show some spike here, something of that sort. But then it could show the bounce up. The same situation could be on the euro currency. So it leads us to major conclusion that currently it's not time yet to take in the long position here. So you need to wait when this target will be completed. Taking the short, well, in our video on the weekend on the euro currency, we said, well, that is not our primary object. So if you feel confidence and you have the skills to trade that situation on intraday charts, you could try to do this. But our suggestion is not to marry this short position and take profit as soon as possible, because market stands very close to the major target and the situation could change in every time, in any moment. So, and also this is not our major direction to watch for us. Is more important the reaching of the major target and trying to take the long position here in this direction or on the euro currency in the downside. So on the intraday charts, guys, we have a picture that relatively confirms our idea. So take a look on the 4-hour time frame chart. Kind of triangle is forming on the euro currency. Also will find this triangle, but on the euro currency it's mostly the symmetrical triangle. And kind of the bearish dynamic pressure is also forming. So take a look. The trend has showed bullish mostly here, but market wasn't able to start any upward action. Besides, here you can see the stops becomes lower, so bouncing power has become weaker, while this support stands still stands strong. When you're dealing with the bearish dynamic pressure, it usually suggests the taking out of these lows. But you could understand that some stops have been placed here probably, and breakout of these lows will lead to the acceleration down. That could lead us to reach our predefined target on the daily chart. On the hourly chart, this could take the shape of the butterfly. Also, it has the inner AB equals CD target that stands precisely at the daily level. So 89.69 is very close to 89.61. Some noise around it could let market to complete the target. Here, guys, you can see minor bearish stops forming. This minor grabber has been formed. It means that market should proceed low and taking out these lows. So maybe gradually action here will happen. So that being said, we do not know definitely how market will reach this level. Maybe it will happen prior the European Central Bank meeting and the Draghi speech already, if it will bring some weakness and some mismatch to investors' expectation, could trigger retracement, or market will drop here right on the European Central Bank meeting. So if something will be said, that will let market to drop here and the euro will jump. But for us, the major event is the reaching of this target, where we will take the position with the hoping that market will show some reaction on this target, because reaction could be really significant. So that's what we'll see right now. Personally, I think that it's more probable that market will reach this level before European Central Bank meeting, and this reaction will follow already on the Draghi speech. That's just my personal view. I think so, because market gradually is moving down. We have 2 more days before meeting will start, so it looks more probable scenario than some flat action and then drop on the European Central Bank meeting. So we will see.